As a group, we analyzed the city of Trinity, Florida. Trinity is part of the larger Tampa-St. Petersburg-Clearwater metro area. Nestled in the southwestern corner of Pasco County, Trinity is brimming with community life. Many times Trinity is considered a part of the Newport Richey area, though its residents hope it will be recognized as its own town someday. Trinity does in fact have its own zip code, hospital, local schools, businesses, and parks. In this presentation, we will break down the city of Trinity by analyzing the historical overview of the city, the community analysis, including the city structure, population, environment, health-related issues, and government and public policy. We will also discuss the city's prioritized community problems and global community issues. The actual beginning of Newport Richey dates from 1911, when W.E. Galliford drew up a plan for a future city further inland of the Cody River. He surveyed locations for many of the proposed cities and streets and avenues, and his plan has been followed with very little deviation since that date. After George R. Sims moved to the city in 1916 and opened the Sims Land Office, the development of Newport Richey was steady and rapid. Notable residents and frequent guests in Newport Richey included Irving Berlin, Paul Whiteman, and Babe Ruth. Trinity College was renamed when it relocated to the first occupied site in the communities developed by James Gillis in the late 1980s. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, which recently released a rundown of the country's top 100 fast-growing counties, Pasco County ranks 85th on that list in regard to year-over-year population change. Trinity is constantly growing, and that means bringing more people to this already very small area. Trinity is a fast-growing upscale community just north of the Pinellas and Hillsborough County borders in West Pasco County. The community is rapidly growing at such a fast pace. For example, during the windshield survey, there are multiple new communities constantly being built. There's a lot of surrounding land that is not built up yet, but have plans for new businesses and neighborhoods. Trinity, Florida boasts some of the nicest housing developments in Pasco County. You'll find some homes ranging in the price range from $150,000 to $2 million plus. These are the schools located in Trinity, Florida. All of the schools listed are A schools and have good ratings. The Hacienda Hotel. On March 4, 1926, James E. Magan, brother to Thomas Magan, donated land for construction of the new Spanish colonial revival-style hotel, benefiting the city's growing popularity with art, society, and sports luminaries. The Hacienda opened on February 5, 1927, and was a popular gathering spot for sports and entertainment figures for many years. It was added to the U.S. National Register of Historic Places on October 24, 1996. The historical landmark is located in downtown Newport Richey on Main Street. Sims Park, first known as Enchantment Park, built in 1916 until deeded to the city by George Sims. It is the center of community activity with special events and festivals throughout the year. It is a very nice park and playground, lake, library, and museum with the city's history. Richey Suncoast Theater, originally the Thomas Magan Theater in 1926, it now houses live theater productions year-round. It is located in Newport Richey on Grand Boulevard.
The majority of the population of Trinity, Florida consists of adults ranging in age from 20 to 64 years old. Children under the age of 19 years of age make up approximately 25.9% of Trinity's population, while the elderly population is comprised of about 25.5%. The majority of Trinity's population is Caucasian, with almost 40% holding college graduate status. The most common communicable disease in Trinity, Florida is chlamydia. Chlamydia is the most frequently reported bacterial infection that is sexually transmitted in the United States, with 1,526,658 million cases reported in the CDC in 2015. This number increases to 2.86 million infections that actually transpire each year that include unreported cases. The unreported cases are often due to a lack of symptoms. The second highest occurring communicable disease in Trinity, Florida is gonorrhea. Gonorrhea is a common infection that is estimated to have 820,000 new infections developing in the United States every year, with less than 50% of cases being detected and reported. In 2015, 395,216 cases were reported to the CDC. Heart Heart disease is among the top leading cause of death in Trinity. It is also the main leading cause of death in the United States. Factors that can help prevent heart disease are eating a diet that is low in salt, saturated fat, and trans fats, and high in healthy unsaturated fats, maintaining a normal weight, and avoiding smoking. Smoking is a major contributor of cardiovascular disease, stroke, heart failure, and lung cancer. The older population is more at risk for developing heart disease from the negative aspects of smoking. Cancer is a very close second leading cause of death in Trinity. The top types of cancer that lead to death are lung cancer, liver cancer, and colorectal cancer. Colorectal cancer is the third most diagnosed type of cancer and the second highest cancer-related death in the United States. There is an increased rate of colorectal cancer in elderly people over the age of 75 years old. Clinical evidence has shown that mortality rates have been reduced with the use of routine screenings. There are many different parks located within the small community of Trinity, including J.V. Starkey Wilderness Park, H.W. Jack Mitchell Jr. Park, and Oak Ridge Park. These parks offer a variety of activities for families to participate in to promote healthy living, such as hiking, bike and skating trails, nature trails, bird watching, fishing, camping, softball and soccer fields, and picnic areas. There are a variety of places of worship in Trinity, Florida, which include Generation Christian Church, Hope United Methodist Church, Life Spring Church, and Trinity Lutheran Church. These churches offer the community many different types of activities within each of their parishes. Trinity is in the Pasco County Sheriff's Department district for police, fire, and paramedic rescue services. The Pasco County Sheriff's Department has a location in Trinity at 11530 Trinity Boulevard and has an average response time of less than 5 minutes for critical Priority 1 service calls. Pasco County Fire and Rescue has 2 locations in Trinity located at 11538 Trinity Boulevard and 2951 Seven Springs Boulevard with an average response time of under 8 minutes. There are many community-related events and activities sponsored by these departments throughout each year. There is one hospital located in Trinity, Florida, Medical Center of Trinity, a 288 private room facility which is part of Hospital Corporation of America. This hospital is an advanced primary certified stroke center and also has a cancer care program that is accredited by the Commission of Cancer of the American College of Surgeons. There is also one urgent care clinic in Trinity, Suncoast Urgent Care, which is open 7 days a week and sees patients from all age groups. There are 2 nursing home or rehabilitation centers in the area, Trinity Regional Rehab and Watermark Assisted Living. There are a variety of services available to the public at all of these facilities, and most insurances as well as private pay are accepted. There are a variety of additional health-related resources located in Trinity, including the West Pasco Pregnancy Center, CARES Florida, Safe at Home Pasco, and Lifespan Services. The West Pasco Pregnancy Center offers free services to all pregnant women, including free testing, ultrasounds, counseling, and referral services. CARES Florida is a facility for elderly community members that provide services including skilled medical services, nursing services, physical, speech, and occupational therapy, and a variety of additional placement services. Safe at Home Pasco is a program that provides residents with short-term, intensive services for those that are at risk for being removed from their homes, such as children, and also provides services to families that are at risk for entering the welfare system. Lifespan Services is a facility that offers therapy programs for physical, emotional, and environmental wellness that affect one's mental health.
Newport Richey uses a council-manager form of government and has since 1924. This means that Newport Richey elects a mayor and city council, including a professional manager and staff. Control of the city council lays in the hands of people who are elected by city residents and are bound by a code of ethics which is found on the city's website. The city council in Newport Richey consists of Mayor Rob Marlowe, Deputy Mayor Bill Phillips, Councilman Chopper Davis, Councilman Jeff Starkey and Councilwoman Judy DeBella Thomas. Each of the members of City Council serve 3-year terms, and each are eligible to serve 3 consecutive terms if they are so elected. Mayor Rob Marlowe is very available to the city's residents. Our group did not have any trouble getting in direct contact with the mayor and interviewing him as part of the community assessment. Regular City Council meetings are held monthly and are broadcast on the city's website. Video recordings as well as meeting minutes are easily accessed through the website as well. During these meetings, items discussed may include agenda, council business, and public hearings are also held. The mayor is the chairperson of these meetings. In the event that he or she cannot attend, the deputy mayor then assumes this role. The City of Newport Richey's budget for fiscal year 2015 to 2016 is well balanced. Nearly 20% of the funds in the city's budget come from the previous balance. The city's operating costs were met with the budget projected at the beginning of the fiscal year. Most of western Pasco County is low-lying and close to the Gulf of Mexico. This creates an issue for Trinity when heavy rains move through the area frequently during the summer months. Flooding is a large issue in Trinity as some of the homes are built up to 12 inches below sea level. Some of the issues with flooding come from higher areas which drain into the lower-lying areas, and the water has nowhere to go. Health risks associated with flooding include drowning, injuries, and residents becoming stranded without basic needs such as food, water, and medications. Along with flooding, Trinity faces an issue with hurricane preparation. The state of Florida is a tropical environment prone to hurricanes. Residents in Trinity can access Pasco County's emergency management via the internet, which is home to a disaster planning guide which includes flooding and evacuation zones. Residents are strongly encouraged to make a plan each hurricane season, which runs from June 1st to November 30th each year. Heart disease and communicable diseases are another problem found within the community of Trinity. These are issues which are present in many communities. Finally, the rapid growth of a new community presents many issues, some of which are unavoidable. A rapidly growing community brings more traffic and road hazards due to construction. This also puts a strain on resources within the community, such as healthcare and hospitals. The local hospital, Medical Center of Trinity, has announced an expansion to the hospital to account for the rapid growth of the community. The expansion plan cites an addition of 57,000 square feet. The hospital treated an estimated 98,000 patients in 2015, which is a 24% increase from 2013. Hospital admissions also increased by 6% in the same time period. Heart disease across the world accounts for approximately 17.3 million deaths according to the World Health Organization. The highest number of deaths are in the Western Pacific region with about 4.7 million deaths each year. The least amount of heart disease-related deaths occurs in Africa with an estimated 1.2 million deaths each year. Heart disease is a global issue. In the United States alone, 1 in 4 people die each year due to complications related to heart disease. More than half of the people who die from heart disease each year are men. It is also estimated that around 735,000 people in the U.S. suffer heart attacks each year, 210,000 of which have already had at least one heart attack. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention provides several patient education fact sheets on its website, which are available to members of the community and the country, and include warning signs and keys to prevention. The World Health Organization also lists several publications which are aimed at educating the population on lifestyle changes and prevention of heart disease for at-risk groups.